Hello, I'm Madeline from Sheen Slings, and today I'm talking about how to adjust the height of your carrier. So if your carrier is coming up too low or too high on baby, and particularly if you've got a carrier where the back panel doesn't adjust, obviously it's all one size, how do you change this? Okay, and there are two ways to do it. You can do it as you're putting baby in, or you can do it once baby's in, and I'm going to show both and talk you through how to make it taller and how to make it shorter. So I'm going to start by how to do it as you're putting baby in. So how I'm going to affect the height of this panel is where I put baby relative to the waistband. If I put baby right at the top, right above the waistband, and I pull the waistband all the way out, the panel will be its absolute longest. And you can see on my doll, this is far too high. Conversely, if I put baby down a little bit, I'll use up down into the panel, so a little bit lower than the top of the waistband. I'll use up some of the panel length under baby, and this little bit is absolutely perfect for my doll. But for a much smaller baby, I could do this more exaggeratedly. I could put them even lower, so they're now sitting more like halfway or even at the bottom of the waistband, and this will shorten the panel quite a lot more. And you can see we've got lots coming up under baby. So the trick is to titrate where they're sitting relative to the waistband to get that panel right. And then when you're happy, you can flip this over your head, or do your straps up on your carrier, however you normally would. And now we can see that panel is sitting at the right height. However, if you popped baby in and now they weren't at the right height and you weren't happy with it, we can still change it here without taking them out. And how we're going to do that? So to make the panel shorter, I'm going to run my hands into the sling, and I might need to loosen a little bit to give myself space. I'm running my hand in underneath the strap. I'm running my hand in, and to make it shorter, I'm pushing baby slightly forward, and then this hand is coming up and tucking. So I'm pushing them forwards and then down, and I'm tucking more panel up under them. To make this stay, I might need to tighten my waistband, and you can see now I have shortened the panel. Whereas if the panel is now too short, to make it longer, I'm going to again slip one hand in, and this hand this time is going to just sweep from their back towards me. It's going to sweep while this hand is going to pull up. So I'm going to run my hand in, this hand is pulling up, I am sweeping, and now I can pull any trapped fabric up and out, and that makes the panel longer. So I hope this is helpful for anyone who's struggling with the panel being the wrong height or different on different occasions. It's about checking where your baby is relative to that waistband, and being aware that you may need to then change the height of the waistband so that baby isn't sitting really low or sitting really high. Yeah, I hope that really helps. Any questions, any worries, please let me know. Bye.